Behind me and beyond the Parte City Tower, we have Hillbrow, which is the densest residential neighborhood in Johannesburg. And further east of Hillbrow, we have the downtown area, which has a fair number of skyscrapers. And even further east, we've got the sporting infrastructure, which is being used for the 2010 World Cup. And right here and below us, we've got Bertram's. Bertram's is poor neighborhood, one of the poorer neighborhoods in Johannesburg. It's also one of the oldest suburbs in Johannesburg.
Do you want some ganja?
So, Dolphin, you're a resident here in Bertram's?
Yeah, I'm staying in Bertram's for more than 7 years now. Since I came from Congo, I applied for asylum seekers and I came here to stay. But the problem we have here, it's in connection with the buildings. Apparently, we heard that the JDA, Joanesburg Development Agency, they need to destroy some buildings because of the 2010 World Cup. They want parking, and all the Bertrams now, they are panicking because they know that from the 1st of February, the government will come to take all of them out and destroy the place. And now I start asking myself, this is the law of South Africa or what?
What is this?
It seems to be an official letter of demolition. It says, we wish to inform you that starting February 1st, 2008, the Johannesburg Development Agency will begin demolishing the houses you are currently occupying. And so everybody's living in fear right now, fear of eviction. No?
Yeah, you can ask them, they'll tell you. You can see from their faces. The problem is they don't have someone to talk for them.
Sure.
That's the problem.
So if this happens today, where are you guys going to go?
On the street.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Most of the white people are too scared to come here, and they lost total control of their properties, and everybody just lives in there and move in there, and nobody pays water or lights. And that's why they get taken over by slumlords, because the real owners are not interested in their properties anymore. I buy these properties and I go in there in those properties and I speak to the people and I try to work with the people together and make them aware they must start paying rent and they must start paying water and lights. And if they do that, I will upgrade the property so they live in better conditions, because a lot of these houses, like these houses at the moment, still don't have electricity because of the city council from Johannesburg being very disorganized and reluctant. But I do believe the property prices are on the increase, and obviously with the World Cup soccer coming will be a big difference.
Okay. How many properties do you own in Bertram's?
In Bertram's it's 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 properties in Bertrams in this suburb itself.
How are you going? Oh, fine. Keep the ball rolling. Now I'm still fixing my bed here.
Your bed?
Yes.
So you're living here in this house?
No, opposite. 4-5.
How long you been there, Hector?
10 years.
And when you first came here, what were the people like?
Enjoy.
But by the time it was not like this, whereas it is today. It was still modernized at that time. Still in good condition, but now that we look at slums.
Mm-hmm. And what kinds of people lived here 20 years ago?
Yeah, more or less the whites were living here around.
And were people, would you say, sort of rich? Was it a sort
more
of middle
class? Middle class.
White middle class suburb?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you start experiencing the changes?
The changes, it comes when the 94 election and those things, people, they try to run away them. They're selling their estates and buildings and whatever, and leaving their buildings and then contracts because they think people there's going to be a fight. Yes.
So all the white people ran away?
More or less those who were rich.
I noticed that lots of people sitting outside bushes, builders, people sitting with equipment waiting for work.
Yes.
Is that how you get your work? Do you have to sit outside as well?
But the problem is this now then, there's too much immigrants from Zimbabwe. No, it's very overcrowded now. So well done. There's no, if you want to say that you are paid such a money, that one doesn't have that qualification, it can say, accept anything, any offer.
So people are working for next to nothing?
For next to nothing, for a living. Mm-hmm. For a living, about bread and butter.
Post-apartheid around 94 was really tense time. There was lots of fear, especially around the white constituents who fled. There was an exodus out of the inner city. White people moved to the north and moved into these suburban enclaves, with high walls and security, cutting themselves off from the inner city. There was an influx of people into the city. People came from rural South Africa, people came from continental Africa, and this transformed the modernist landscape with new informal practices. The city planners inherited a lot of the old apartheid legacies. There were problems related to aging infrastructure, to a shortage of services mainly, and infrastructure for marginal communities. The disinvestment actually resulted in bad buildings in the city, and that's because the property owners were not putting money back into their buildings. And as a result,